If you only have a few minutes to craft for yourself, these are going to be perfect. Like, you can whip these up so quickly. You really don't need a ton of supplies to make great cards. You just need some great tips, and I've got some really good ones to share with you. These are great if you are a beginner stamper and just don't have all the things, but also I think it'll be helpful for more advanced crafters when you're designing your cards. My name is Julie Baca with SunnyDayStamping.com. I'm so glad that you're here. Let's get started. My first tip for making really quick cards with just stamps, ink, and paper is to stamp on just a tiny piece. So no matter what stamp set you choose, you're going to be able to fit it into this little section, which is going to make it really quick, also really interesting, which is essential for stamps, ink, and paper cards because we're not using all the ribbon or all the anything to grab people's attention. I'm going to be using rolling waves for all of the cards that I'm making today. This stamp set was probably designed to be used with bigger cards, but we're going to smush it into a little space, and I'm going to show you how cool it looks. So I went ahead and took all the stamps off and put them on blocks. For this card, we're going to use this kind of wave here and then these cute little starfish. One tip, especially when you're starting out, is to stamp your sentiment first. That way you're going to get it right where you want it. As you advance in your skills, you can add your sentiment later, but this is a good one. If you are unsure of where the center is, grab yourself some grid paper so that you can visualize where that center is. And we're going to pop this right there in the middle. Now we're going to take those little starfish, and what you're going to do is just tap, tap, tap it on your ink pad and then bring it to your paper there. By tapping it, you're going to get plenty of ink on there, and it's not going to smush down like this and get ink where it shouldn't be, which then it's going to end up on your card and leave marks that you don't want. Which honestly, I still make that mistake all the time because I'm always doing things really quick, so I end up using too much pressure. Now we're going to use this big wave, and when stamps are bigger, instead of putting them on my stamp block, I take my stamp pad to the stamp and just pounce it up and down. I'm not pressing hard, just pouncing up and down. Actually, I should have done this earlier. I really like to stamp on the Stamp and Pierce mat, and because I'm going to be stamping off of this little piece, and I don't want to get ink on here, I'm going to cover it up with some scrap paper. This just helps you get a really good impression. So now we're just going to put this water just kind of at a diagonal a little bit across the bottom here. I'm holding it there for a second to accept all that ink. And then just like that, our card is decorated. We got a splash of water and a pop of color with those starfish. Now, I gotta be honest, I'm not super happy with that impression, and that is because my ink pad, I just re-inked it, so it's got too much ink on it, which is why that is kind of a little blurry. So let me show you how to do that in case this happens to you, especially when you get a new ink pad. They are just juicy, juicy with ink. Take the spoon and go from the center of your stamp pad and just gently push from the center outward. This is gonna push that ink out of the middle. And then you're going to use your stamp pad right in the middle. Let's push all that ink to the edges. Well, not all of it, but it'll be enough to where this won't be over inked. So I went ahead and stamped all the rest already, and then we'll go ahead and do this again. Let's see if I'm happier with this. Nope, I'm still not happy. I made another mistake that I want to show you. We got another one ready here. So if your stamp is still not turning out right, I think my other issue was I was pressing too hard. So now I'm just going to lay this down on here. Just going to look and see if it's all inked up and then take it out. All right, there. That is what I'm looking for. Maybe I'm being super picky, but these were just kind of blurry, and this one is more crisp. I like this one. Are you ready for tip number 2? Tip number 2 is to pick one of the colors or another color to use as an accent layer. So for this one, I'm just going to choose black, and we're going to glue this right on here. Creating that frame really pops out the image, frames it up, and will really make it look awesome on the front of our card. So we'll just glue this right on there. Now, to make these cards even more quick and easy, I am using the note cards and envelopes from Stampin' Up. They come already scored, already cut. All you got to do is fold them, and you've got a card and a matching envelope that fits the size perfectly. I did design this card this to fit right on here, so it looks awesome. But if you're used to making the larger A2 sized cards, I just want to show you that you can do this same project. You can even use the same measurements and pop that on there, and it looks really good. So this size is the 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. The note cards and envelopes from Stampin' Up, it comes on this really nice thick white cardstock. And this is 7 by 5, scored at 3.5. Now, if you have a bone folder, go ahead and fold your card, and then use your bone folder to really make that crease lay down nicely. And now you're just going to glue this right to the front of your card. You can do it with glue, or you can stick it on there with Stampin' Dimensionals. These are a little foam adhesive that are just raised the slightest bit, and it creates a little shadow. So this is another great tip that's still really inexpensive, but can add just a little bit of oomph to a simple card. And we'll just put that right here. So yeah, you can fancy this up with ribbon and embellishments, but we are keeping it super simple. I love a clean look. Don't be afraid of all this white space. I think it makes it look really stunning. But wait, we're not done yet. Tip number 3, open up your card and don't forget to stamp on the inside. If your card is white, you can stamp just right on here. You don't even need to add a layer. So just look through your stamp set and grab some other things you want to put in there. Now, I'm not going to reinvent the wheel here. I've used these cute starfish already. I'm going to put those right in the middle of my card. So I'm just going to put them right here. Looks so cute. Now, tip number 4, go ahead and flip your card over, and let's put one right on the back. Again, I'm going to use this same thing, just plop that right there, and it just gives it kind of a finished look. Now, lastly, don't leave your envelope naked. Let's decorate it. And what we're going to do is we're going to use this same idea, and we're going to put it on our envelope. I'm actually going to get my Stampin' Pierce Mat back out. We're just going to ink up those waves. We're going to put it right along the edge here. I'm going to make sure it's going off of there. So doesn't that look cool? And then we'll go ahead and just add these starfish right here. I kind of made sure they were going off the paper, and check that out. Super quick and easy. Like, that took us just a couple minutes. You can find the measurements for this over on my blog post, sunnydaysstamping.com. I just emailed out this project sheet on Friday morning. It's free for this first week. So if you're not on my email list, you can sign up with the link in the description of this video. If you are on my email list, go check your email. It's in there. I'm going to have the measurements for all 4 cards that we're making today. I just want to show you quickly how to make the rest of these cards. We're going to use the same stamp set for everything that we're making today. I absolutely love this stamp set. I think it's got some great words. I love the cursive and the print. Love these tiny little details, which are perfect for, I don't know, simple stamping. I love this. This does come with dies to cut out all these things, but I just wanted to keep it simple. Stamps, ink, and paper. Now for this one, we're going to use this little thank you, and I'm going to put it kind of down here and to the right. So we're not putting it in the center. This is also going to make it just look super cool. Now there is this little bit of sand in that stamp set. We're going to stamp it once and then stamp it again. So you're going to get dark and light. I love that tip, especially when you're new to stamping. You don't have all the things. You don't need all the colors. You can get at least 3 tones of a color out of one stamp set, dark, medium, and light, just by stamping it over and over. So we're going to just build this sand dune up right here. We're going to do some dark. We're going to make sure to rotate our stamp around so that it doesn't look so uniform. We want it to kind of overlap and fill in. Now I want to make sure I got some dark and some light. Now I want to continue to do the light, especially over that thank you, because I want to be able to see it. And we're going to rotate this. You can see I'm stamping off on my paper just to build up this sand dune. Whoops, I stamped off too many times. There we go. Now we'll take those cute little shells in there. We're just going to put them right here. And then we're gonna put one more, but we're actually gonna stamp off and put them right there. And then remember, our second tip was to pick one of the colors from the square and layer it with that exact same color. It's gonna bring that color just right out. Now I'm gonna put this card together real quick. So you can see I just brought that same image from the front and put it on the inside. We'll stamp the back here. And then I already stamped an envelope, bringing that same idea out to my envelope. That's card number 2. Okay, one more. We're gonna put our sentiment right there in the middle. And then we're gonna take all those cutie patootie little things from that stamp set, and we're just gonna go all around the border here. Make sure to rotate your stamp so things aren't going all in the same direction. That's really helpful. Make sure they're going off of the cardstock. You don't have to put the entire image on there. That just really makes it more interesting to have little pieces coming off. Boy, it's really hard to tell because my scrap paper is so busy. There we go, that's better. And then we'll add just a little there. Oh, sometimes it's really hard to know when to stop. Okay, there we go. And then we'll take this little conch shell or whatever in the yellow. Just put a couple there. Maybe one more right there. Then I'm gonna layer it in the same color as those starfish. Then we'll layer it right on top of that note card. I already stamped the inside, taking some of those images to pull them to the inside, but I didn't use all of them. I put one on the back that was different. And then I took all those elements and put them on the envelope. Now for our last one, I'm gonna show you how to do it if you only have like one color of ink and black. I'm just gonna stamp this in Coastal Cabana. So you can see this time I stamped my image first because I wanted to wait to see exactly where to put that sentiment. So this one is really simple, but kind of dramatic, having that stamp kind of fill up the whole piece. Then here's what this one looks like, layered just with some crushed curry. I brought that same crushed curry to the middle and the back and repeated that image on the envelope. So here we made 4 cards in just minutes with minimal supplies, but we've got these great tips that make them really stunning. Just to repeat those 5 tips, squish all your stamping onto one small square. Layer it with a pop of color. Don't forget to stamp on the inside and the back, and also on the envelope. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And I put out a new video every Friday, so make sure to hit that subscribe button and the bell to get notified so you don't miss out. All of the products I'm using are from Stampin' Up, so if you want to recreate these cards exactly, you can head over to the blog post, and I have the supply list right there. And of course, I'm happy to help you with any questions that you have. Just drop a comment below. Thank you so much for watching today. Have a sunny day.